Hello and welcome to the Berks History Center's Demonstration Victory Garden. I just wanted to take a little moment to show you what we have growing here. As you can see, we are in front of the Berks History Center Museum located at 947 Centre Avenue, where we have our Victory Garden demonstration exhibit. The Berks History Center is promoting Victory Gardens this year in light of the pandemic, as a way to remind us of our history. And during World War I and World War II, the U.S. government promoted Victory Gardens and encouraged Americans to grow their own food at home to help support the war efforts overseas. Our Victory Garden is laid out similarly to how they would have been done during World War I and World War II. The rows are oriented north to south. And here is our south-facing direction here on Centre Avenue. So most of our sun is coming in here. What we have planted in this bed are some tomatoes, some hot peppers, and also we planted some bean seeds. And here on the north end are some snap peas that are not actually doing too well. These were some of the first things that were planted in this bed, and I don't think that they got watered well enough in time for them to really get established. So you can see that they're not really holding up too well. But that was a traditional layout of a Victory Garden, basically orienting the rows north to south so that you get sun exposure all the way down the rows. And then on the north end, they would grow pole beans up each, at the end of each row. And that way, the shade from those poles aren't shading the beds themselves. We planted plants in this bed, particularly that are sun-loving, because this is the sunniest area that we had available for our Victory Garden. If we come over here around the corner, at the corner of 2nd and Spring Street, we have another large garden bed. But we actually have some shade-tolerant crops planted in here because this area, because of this tree here, actually gets a decent amount of shade. So by noon every day, this area is shaded. It does get some nice morning sun, so it gets maybe 4 hours of sun in the morning before it gets a little shady, which is great. I think that our cabbages that are planted here are enjoying it. We have some red cabbage in the back. We also planted kohlrabi because we, in our research in the history of Victory Gardening, found that kohlrabi was widely encouraged and promoted. Now, something has been nibbling at our kohlrabi, which probably will also like our cabbages. So we're probably going to have to do a little pest control here soon because those are plants from the same family, and you generally have pests that enjoy plants from the same family. So our kohlrabi is planted in front there, and then we also have a couple of broccoli plants. We wanted to see how those would do. It's a little late for them, but we'll see what happens. And in the front, for some nice color and foliage, we have Swiss chard. Again, these rows are, tightly planted. In that center row there that you see that is empty, there's actually some bush beans planted there that we're hoping will come up soon. And this really mimics what you might have seen in a traditional Victory Garden, even though our garden bed is a little, the lasagna garden bed style that we built was not traditional to the Victory Gardens. People generally got out and tilled up the grass and put their Victory Gardens in that way. We also have a few bell peppers here. These are in the shadier area, so I'm interested to see how they do. But that's what we had available, so that is what we planted. I planted those specifically further away from the other garden plot over there because we have two types of peppers. Our regular sweet bell peppers are here, and then over there are our hot peppers. What happens sometimes is that if you plant two different types of peppers close together, that they will cross-pollinate, and you'll find that your sweet bell peppers might turn out to be a little spicy. Garden is a work in progress. We do hope to do some mulching in the near future to help with water retention, and also plant some flowers in the fronts of the beds to help beautify the area and just make it look nice. It will also help to attract pollinators to our garden, which we would like because we have these peppers and these tomatoes growing, and we want to be sure that our flowers are pollinated so we grow nice vegetable fruits. If you have a chance to visit the Berks History Center's Victory Garden, we encourage you also to visit our temporary free seed library. We set up this little seed library in our free library box, which still has books in it, but we also have some seeds that have been donated by various community members. This is to serve as a little seed swap. So we have potted poetry and purple potato seed farm, purple potato farm stand from Fleetwood was generous enough to drop off these great herbs. If you'd like to stop down and visit the garden, learn a little bit about victory gardening, but then you can also grab some seeds for your own victory garden at home. We hope that you're able to visit the Berks History Center's demonstration victory garden sometime soon. Please stop down to 940 Centre Avenue and enjoy. Happy gardening.